We all love video games. And there's no secret that there's big money to be made in the market, with the industry generating hundreds of billions of dollars every year. Today on Game Rant, we'll be covering the 10 top-selling franchises of all time. Number 10 is Assassin's Creed. Given that many of the best-selling franchises later on this list have been around since before the turn of the century, it's quite an accomplishment that Assassin's Creed was able to make the list. It definitely helps, though, that including spin-offs, the series has averaged just under 2 titles per year since 2007. Next is The Sims. For a game with only 4 mainline titles, to be responsible for over 200 million sales is no small feat, especially when factoring in that its newest entry, Sims 4, is their highest sold ever, with over 20 million active players as of 2020. But conversely, LEGO's spot on this list has more to do with quantity over quality. While the franchise has had 1 or 2 big sellers in its time, what really accounts for its over 200 million sales is its 100 plus LEGO games released since 2000, ranging from tacky mobile titles to licensed games based off of some of the world's biggest IPs. Minecraft, in addition to being one of the best-selling franchises, also holds the distinction of being one of the best-selling games of all time, with the vast majority of its $250 million sales going to the main Minecraft title itself, with only another 10 mil or so going to Minecraft Dungeons. FIFA's over 325 million sales may be a shock, given North America's lack of enthusiasm for football. But the majority of those sales actually came from European and South American countries. Unfortunately, after failing to agree to a deal with the FIFA organization, EA was forced to rebrand the iconic franchise to EA Sports FC back in 2023. Grand Theft Auto takes the number 5 spot, showcasing Rockstar Games' Midas touch, with just about everything that the studio touches turning to gold. It all started with relatively humble beginnings in the 90s with the first GTA, and it's slowly risen to be one of the biggest video game franchises around, due in large part to the success of its 5th title, selling over 185 million copies alone. Call of Duty is a long way from fighting with its once competition Medal of Honor and Battlefield series, and is now widely regarded as top dog when it comes to multiplayer FPS, selling over 425 million units since 2003 across over 24 individual titles. Number 3 is Pokemon, whose first inception dates all the way back to 1996. Making over $88 billion since, giving it the title of the highest grossing media franchise of all time. However, video game sales actually only account for a small portion of the franchise's overall revenue. Thus, it's spot at number 3 on the list of actual sales. Then we have Tetris, at a staggering 520 million sales to date. Given its many re-releases over the years, and the fact that the original Game Boy came bundled with the iconic game, it may be easy to imagine how they accrued such a massive number. However, it's actually in large part due to the over 425 million people having purchased the classic on their mobile phones. And lastly is Mario. Possibly the most recognizable video game character ever created, sits at number 1, with over 832 million units sold since 1985. Bolstered by its hugely successful spin-offs like Mario Kart, Mario Party, and Mario Sports, this franchise just blows every other series out of the water. And it's going to be a long time, if ever, before Mario is dethroned. And that's it for our list. Thank you so much for watching, and go to GameRant.com for more like this.